Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on BetCross. Another very beautiful Friday morning. Once again, we back with our predictions as usual. We always look at football matches that are going on across the globe, and among these many games, we select a few of them and look into this few before bringing it forward for you. That's what we do. We actually look at the past results for each of these matches. Using those results, we come up with the best possible value for each of these matches that are going on. All right, that's what we do on a daily basis, and that's exactly what we're going to do in a short while, okay? And we have our VIP special group. Remember to join. Click join around this video where you can join and have access to some of the games that I personally selected. That I believe to be closer to coming up to 100% success for those ones. So join the VIP special. For those specs, all right. And also remember to subscribe if you have not done that. Click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on our subsequent games that will always come up here on a daily basis, all right. And without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we'll start with the first game for today. It is a match in Ireland, first division, where we have UC Dublin who will be up against Cobh Ramblers, all right. And we look at the start for each of these matches. If you see that for the home side, UCD, it is 2 victories and 2 draws in the last 6 games, and they've also had 2 losses as well. And the away side, Cobh Ramblers have had 4 victories and a draw and 1 loss in the last 6 encounters. That tells you a lot about this first side. They'll be doing better, in my own opinion. And when you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, we see UCD have had just 2 victories. They've also had 4 draws in the last 10 home matches, but have also lost 4 matches in the last 10 home appearances. And away side, Cobh Ramblers have done so very well from away, winning 6 games and 2 draws in the last 10 away matches. They've also had 2 losses as well. And the last time both teams met, it was Cobh Ramblers who actually won, although they played from home on that occasion by 1-0 against this very side. And we do expect that we side to not lose here. I expect Cobh Ramblers to achieve a result here. So we expect to see the side either winning or drawing, and yet we're going to see under 4.5. I will win or draw and under 4. That's our verdict for that very count. All right, and that takes us straight to the next step for today. It is in Algeria League 1, where we have MC Oran who will be up against USM Alger. Okay, Oran, the home side, have had 3 victories and a draw, and also 2 losses in the last 6 games. And the away side, Alger, having 2 wins and a draw, as well as 3 losses in the last 6 matches that they had so far. Okay, when you look at how the two teams fared from home and away perspective, you could see that the home side, MC Oran, have had 6 victories and a draw in the last 10 home matches. If not, they've actually lost 3 games out of those 10 home games. All right. As a matter of fact, the last 4 home matches that they had, sort of winning all 4 home games. That tells you that these guys are in fine form when playing from home. And when you look at the away side, Alger, they've only managed 2 wins and 3 draws in the last 10 away matches, but they've lost 5 matches in the last 10 away games, and the last 4 away games that they had, sort of losing all 4 away games. The away side, all right. And when you look at how the two teams fared on head-to-head basis, last time both teams met, it was USM Alger who actually won by 3-0. That was actually in December of last year, but currently, MC Oran, the home side, is in good form as well, considering when they are playing from home, and we are giving it to the home side to rise to the occasion here, and we expect to see the home side either winning or drawing, and yet another under 4.5. So it is home win or draw and under 4.5. That's our verdict for that very encounter. All right. And the next that we have for you today is in Norway, Division 2, Group 2, where we have Tromsdalen who will be coming up against Strindheim. Okay. And when you look at the stats for these 2 sides, you can see for the home side, Tromsdalen, it is 2 victories and a draw in the last 6 matches, as well as 3 losses out of the last 6 games that they had so far. And the away side, Strindheim have managed 2 victories, but have also lost 4 matches out of the last 6 games that they had so far. Not the best side. All right. When you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, you can see that home side Tromsdalen have done a bit better from home, winning 6 matches and 2 draws in the last 10 home games. They've also had 2 losses. The last home game they had was against Levanger, and they had a draw on that occasion, 1-0 draw on that very occasion. And away side, Strindheim have managed 4 victories and a draw in the last 10 away matches. They've also lost 5 matches out of those. But when you look closely at the result for their away side, the last 3 away games that they had have produced lots of goals. And the last away game they had was against Asker. It was a 2-3 victory for them on that occasion. But prior to that, we saw Alta defeating this side by 6-0. And that tells you that the recent matches for their away side have been producing goals. All right, for the head-to-head meetings between the two sides, it was a 3-2 victory for Tromsdalen the last time they met, which was actually August of last year. But the last three head-to-head meetings for both sides always produce a lot of goals. Over 3.5 on each of these last meetings between the two sides. And we expect to see a lot of goals here, and we go for minimum 3 goals to occur in this very encounter. So it is an over 2.5. That's what we expect for this very one. All right, and that takes us straight to the next game for today. Also in the Norwegian Division 2, Group 2 as well, where we'll have Eidsvold who will be up against Levanger. Okay, and we'll take a look at the stats for each of these sides. You can see that Eidsvold, the home side, in the last 6 matches have resulted to 4 victories for Eidsvold, and they've also had 2 losses out of the last 6 matches that they had. And the away side Levanger, the away side have had 2 victories and 3 draws. They've also lost 1 match out of the last 6 recent encounters. When you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, you can see that Eidsvold, the home side, have won 5 matches, and they've also lost 5 matches in the last 10 home games. All right, 50% victory and 50% loss for the home side in the last 10 home matches. And the away side Levanger, the away side have managed to achieve 5 wins as well in the last 10 away games, and they've also had 2 draws as well as 3 losses in the last 10 away games. That tells you that Levanger are doing quite well. As a matter of fact, the last 5 away games that they had, I have seen them win 3 out of those 5, but also had 2 draws out of those. And then when you look at the home side, the last 4 home games that they had have resulted to 4 victories for Eidsvold. They've been winning their home matches convincingly, and this is going to be a difficult match to call. But when we look at the last meeting between the two sides, you could see that although it's 3 years ago, they had a 1-1 draw on that occasion, and the last time Eidsvold played for home, they actually won. So we are giving it to the home side to not lose here. So we expect to see the home side either winning or drawing this very encounter. So home win or draw, that's our value for that very game, okay? And that concludes it for us today on Betcraft. We wish you the very best of luck. I hope your ticket goes green. So remember to play responsibly, as these are football games. Sometimes it may not be exactly what it presents, all right? Also remember to join our VIP special group, where we're looking at some of the games that I believe that are, much more, that have been much more greater chance of coming out successful, all right? See you in our VIP, all right? Click the join button from anywhere around this video, or look at the description of this video. You always get the link to join our VIP special. All right, that being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until then, keep on.